He's here and he looks weird. Hello everyone to Let's Talk TV on Sunday evening, almost every 2 weeks now. I hope you're all doing great. I'm freaking tired because it's so hot. We had 31 degrees today again. Downstairs we have 26. Up here we have 28.5 degrees right now. It's hot. And I have the lights on to make this thing all worse. I had to have the window open because outside it's 27. Hoo, freezing. Let's see if there's anything cold coming in. So far, I don't feel anything. I hope you're all doing great. Happy Sunday, who's right? We gonna talk a bit. I still haven't posted the picture of, I apologize, of the cable that I wanted to enter in the giveaway thing, because a few weeks ago, I think 4 weeks ago, 5, I made a video that nobody watched. It doesn't matter if English or German. I don't know why giveaways, nobody cares. So you don't want to get stuff for free? Good evening from Austria. Look at Photostorm on his holidays. Have fun. I don't know who Pascal Werlein is, but congrats. Hello, Grow Emmanuel Whittaker. The good people are here. What I wanted to say. Yes, I wanted to take a picture of the cable I wanted to enter in the giveaway as well. There was only one Patreon/member who attended, and he already got his giveaway because he's from Prague and I was in Prague and brought it to him. That's the service you get when you're a member or a Patreon. He was the only one participating in the 4 weeks, and so he got what he wanted, and that's, he supported the channel for many years. It's not just he just got in for a minute, so he deserves it. But there's still stuff left. I have the trunk for the ID3, the trunk cover. We have the window shades if you don't want sun in there. And yeah, like a summer Santa. Yeah, with the same beard. And I wanted to add in the 16 amp one phase type 2 cable that I have from Metron that I'm not using because it's just 3.6 kilowatt. I don't need it. And with every ID car so far, I got a type 2 cable 3-phase 16 amp, so I don't need it. So if anyone wants to enter, rewatch that video. Like 700 people watched the video, no one. And so far, like I said, one Patreon. And how many people have participated? Let's look. Where are we? Here, giveaway. 9 people, and one is also from the member. Sorry, I have to delete that because you already got your stuff. So 8 people are participating so far, so the chances are high. And if you want the 16 amp cable, like I said, but only one phase, you can still join in. Just send me an email to batterylifeev@gmail.com and say you want to participate and what you would like to have. Yep, let's go through some news. Usually people are all over giveaways. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't care at all. Maybe it's used stuff except for the cable that I used once. And I think there was other stuff that I barely used. But for example, the trunk cover was in Walter for the whole time. I get it, but that's how it is. Let's go through some news. I haven't looked through it because I had to go to our bedroom because it's the only room with AC, and I laid on the bed with the AC for 15 minutes just before I came up here. It was so nice. But let's go through some news. What do we have? Yeah, there are more and more trucks, electric trucks driving around, and I should check them out. I mean, I'm not allowed to drive one, but Matthias is. He has a license for trucks. That would be interesting. Then here, Volvo EX30 gets plug-in charge. Okay, is this infrastructure? Yes, it is. What else? What was the date? We have to go back till the 7th. Yeah, this is the truck. LKW is truck in German. Yeah, the ADAC thing that I'm in has new charging thing with Aral Pulse, but it's not very good. It's cheaper with WeCharge. You have a giant room with AC, the ID7. Yeah, but it's in the garage. I'm not gonna go out there. I want it even more comfy. Smartrix EMBW hood, HBC. Okay, they're doing more. Didn't we do the parks? I thought we did that. Let's see what EMBW was up to. Where did they have new chargers? Emsteck, Niedersachsen, where else? Vogelsdorf, Brandenburg, that's all, and Thüringen, that's all far away from me. Then cars, what do we have? Yeah, EQC is over, not be built anymore. So you can, because it was the old one, not the platform that they use now. Then Ford is not building the electric car production facility. They want it in Oakville. Winfast in Indonesia built something. What else? Audi brings a smaller battery for the Q4 e-tron. It will be the same as for the ID4, the 52 kilowatt hour battery. Volkswagen has a car for China. Then we had this already. What else? Show me some stuff. Come on. Hello? There we go. Ooh, Lucid has increased their production and their deliveries. That's cool. And BMW has delivered 100,000 electric cars in the second quarter. That's cool. Smart #3. Yes, I'm gonna drive this soon. We're gonna talk about what's happening soon. But I don't get a press car. I just get it from a dealer when in 9 days. No, 10 days. 10 days. I'm gonna drive it for a few hours. What is this? USA Hyundai. It looks like they have. They say here that they manipulated the sales of the electric cars. E-Golf 9 is delayed. Let's see. Golf 9. 2029. My God. Okay. That will take a bit. What else? Model Y, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, he's staying longer. I met him. CEO Volkswagen. Met him. I saw him. He was close by. I didn't talk to him. I wouldn't know what to say. Yeah, I'm the wrong person for that. What do we have here? Ioniq 5N. I will get in a few weeks. What else? EV3. Ioniq 5 and Hyundai spotting Tesla superchargers. Yeah, because they always have problems. Ioniq 5 and Kia EV6 always have problems. Ferrari, yeah, that's I'm not gonna buy that. Yeah. And look at the charging network. Anything new in my area? Nope. Up here, Dublin. That's new, but that's nowhere where I would want to go. And this is still not done. This is in construction for at least half a year, if not more. And I want to see what else is here. Memmingen gets one. Okay. Down here, because Cindy and I are not planning, but thinking about going to Milan to see a concert. Come on, people, hit the like. Nah, don't like this. 5 likes is enough. Only 30 people here. What I wanted to say, so remember where we were at the concert in Eindhoven in the Netherlands? The same band is playing a headlining show in Milan in September. And of course, Cindy wants to go. I want to go too. And it's just 7 hours, 7.5 hours, including charging. Our problem is the pups, our 3 dogs. Where do we put them? My parents are not here. They're on holidays. And bringing them would be horrible. First of all, stressful. Second of all, the road is fine. You have to go here, Munich, and then down Liechtenstein, here, down. The route is fine, except for when you go through here. Where is it? It's very, very bendy. And this one dog here, Rudy, she gets car sick big time. And I don't know if I want to deal with that. Is this the road? No. Where was the road that was so horrible? There was just cornering after cornering. Can't find it now. No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's talk a bit. Close this. It's fine. There was a thunderstorm here, so 23 degrees now. Oh, that sounds great. The new Macan base model. Yes, new rear-wheel drive Macan base model sounds rather nice. Pricey, eh? It looks nice. It was a charging hub in Mechlingen yesterday. Might be the nicest charging hub I've ever been. It has so much Tesla and Ionity charger. That's so cool, eh? Why not e-Golf 8? Because that's too late. Come on, people, hit the like 40 Tesla and 24 Ionity. Wow, that's the stuff. That is the stuff. So yeah, what did I do the last 2 weeks? I had last week off, or Cindy had the week off, and we were in Prague for 3 days or so. 2 days, 2 nights. No, one. I think it was only 1 night. Horrible, you know. We are horrible. Can't go away. For what band do you want to travel so far? Twice. They're called Breakdown of Sanity. Death metal. I just got back from our German road trip in the rented ID bus. Loved it, even though I scratched a 21 alloy in a hotel parking garage. Oh no! Yeah, but that happens so easy. That scratching of a car, it's like nothing. And then it's so much trouble, but it just happens. It's so mean, eh? That this is so easy to do. Great week. Did I write it wrong? No, I read it right. Where's the cat? Cat is not with us anymore. He's has a new home. Let's say it like this. We're not owners of cats. He's with someone else because he wasn't happy with us. He needs different cats, and we didn't want to have more cats. That's it. I don't know who Saltatio Mortis is. I don't know who that is, but I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, so the week before I didn't do, what did I do? What was the whole thing? I think it was all Volvo EX30 videos. That's all I was doing for a while. Then we were a few days away. Then I made another videos this week, but I did half holidays. So I filmed on Wednesday. Have you met with Kyle? No, sorry, he didn't have time. He was here for 10 days or so. He was even in Munich. I told him when I have time, but he didn't have time on those days, so we couldn't make it. I sketched the ENIAC on a carport post and was devastated. Stupid. Yeah, that's... afterwards you're like, why did I do that? But so many times you drive close to something and it's fine, and so another time you do that, and then I had sticker glue stuff on Hank, and I thought I can just scratch it off with the hand, and it came off, it's fine, and it looked fine, and then a day later I looked and now there's scratches there. So yeah, Hank has so many scratches already. Oh my god, we're horrible. Patreons and members already seen the scratches. I made a picture and sent it to them. And we don't even know who it was. Small rims get no scratches so easy because the wheels are wider than the rims. Is that the case? I have no idea. I believe you. Yes, then so a lot of EX30 videos. I did the EX30 single should have come last Tuesday, so Tuesday and a week ago, but the car was broken down and it was delayed by a week. I only got it this Tuesday. Is Kyle in Germany already back to SA? He left on Thursday. He's already back home. He was here till the 18th or so. He wrote me that he's here, and he got the twin motor EX30, by the way, the exact same car that I had. He got, and even the one who picked it up said he's gonna bring it to Munich, but of course I didn't connect the dots. That he would get the car. That was sad. It would be cool. I would have left him a message. And so the single motor is here. We already did the ID3 consumption comparison video is already out. I already made a video how the cars are different. I didn't edit that yet. Today I did the range tests in the single motor, and it's weird. Compared to the all-wheel drive, it's really weird. I don't know. I was expecting something different. Really weird. The ID bus has 265 rear wheels and the tires seem stretched, so they are quite exposed. It's just horrible, isn't it? Yes. On Tuesday, in 2 days, I get an ID7, a second ID7 with 20-inch wheels, and then in the next week I want to do a range test at 110 and a range test in the summer at 90, because I'm pretty sure I can get above 600 kilometers, and that would be the biggest range test I've ever done, and the longest drive I've ever done. That will be exciting. It will be a 7-hour drive or so. My biggest before was in the ID4 at 90, where I got above 500 kilometers. So I'm guessing that the ID7 can do 600. And I want to do the 110, and it's great that I can do it with a different car, so Hank doesn't get too many kilometers on there that I have to pay for. And it has 20-inch wheels, and I want to compare ID7 in 19-inch against 20-inch. Q6 e-tron fared very well in Björn's 1,000-kilometer test today, 9.5 hours. I can get that with that amazing charging power. I asked Audi, and they said I should contact them in October. So I'm not on top of the list to get a car. If I get it, it would be amazing. I doubt it. I think when I contact them in September, they will say, contact us in January and something like this. They're not fans. Let's say like this. What else did we do? Oh, Rico is at the good ones. Hey, Rico, he joined the members. Thank you very much. New member. Yeah, they're like 70 or something. I have to check. There's a lot of members. Thank you all very much. Let's look. Where is it? We have... No, 39, not 70. It was 70 euros or so. Yeah, it's true. There he is. I see him here. So, what else happened? I have to think. I think that was it. I did the EX30 and planned a lot. I still hate the fat e-tron. Yes, so Thursday will be ID7, and then in the next 2 weeks I want to do all those 3 tests that I just said, nothing more. And then afterwards ID7 Tourer will come. I hope that the ID7 that will come on Tuesday has 5.0, so I can check the new app that can now lock the car and other stuff. Maybe you can get the Sportback version, but then I doubt it that I will get something new. I really doubt that they give me anything new. I get the old stuff because we don't like you. You get the sense when you write something and you get a single sentence and it's not very nice, and then sometimes you write something and don't get anything back. It's just, at some point you get the hint. But it's a job you have to ask again and again until they're like, okay, you can have a car. Well, that's how it is. I need a car so I can make videos and earn money. That's how it's done. So the Tourer, I hope that the normal ID7 will have software 5.0, because this is how ID7s get delivered right now. So I can check the app with the locking and everything and other stuff that comes with 5.0 and the app. And then maybe the Tourer comes with 5.2 and I can check the park assist, so the remote parking. I've seen a video already online. I've been invited, I said it, I've been invited in mid of August to Stockholm to drive the ID.7 GTX and the ID.7 Pro S, but only for each for an hour. And so I declined because that's a 2-day trip, 1.5 days to drive each car for an hour. So there's no range test, there's no real test with the car, no charging test, nothing. So I asked them what if I can get a press car very early if I don't go anything, but no reply yet. So we'll see. What brand is nicest to you? Volkswagen was always nice in the way that they just give me a car. So the E-Up was the first car I ever got as a press car, and this was when I had 5,000 subscribers. This was amazing. It was my first press car. Had it for 2 weeks. I could do so many videos. This was awesome. And usually I can get every car. If I ask. Not extremely early. Some cars I get a bit earlier than others. I got the ID.3 with back in the day with software 3.0. I remember that I got extremely early as a press car just for a week. That was awesome. Yeah, that was nice. And I'm still waiting to get invitation. There will be another event in the beginning of September before the ID Treffen in Locarno in Switzerland. I haven't been invited to Switzerland yet as a press person, and they haven't invited me to drive the car. The invitation for the ID.7 was 6 weeks before, so it would be right now. But it was a weird timing, so you don't get the email at a normal time during the week. It was like Saturday in the evening. Like, huh? But some people work a lot. So, and this press event is very close. So even if they wouldn't invite me to Switzerland to the meeting, I could still go. It's very close. It's in Germany. It's really close. That would be amazing, but so far I didn't get any invitation. We'll see if I get invited. It will be great cars. Very interesting to do that. Yeah, that's what I did last week, and that was coming up. So ID.7 EX30 comparison tomorrow against the #1. I will get a #1 Smart from a dealership in Passau. And I'm already looking forward to it. Matthias will be driving the EX30, me the #1. We're going to do a comparison drive when it comes to consumption without charging. First of all, I can only have the car for a few hours. Second of all, it's the same battery, the same charging, so I doubt, and the same software in the core. So I doubt that they have different numbers for even, so it's not like I'm comparing an ID.7 against Tesla where it's completely different systems. So what it's shown in the car when it comes to state of charge or consumption could be totally different than when you charge it back. I think that the EX30 and the #1, when you charge them, have the exact charging curve and the exact, if they are both on the newest software. So I think that they're gonna be completely the same, and so I doubt that we have to charge them to see if the differences are correct. So we're just gonna start at whatever state of charge the cars are, and then I think that the car from the dealer might be at 100%. They do that. The EX30 is right now at 75 or something, and then we're gonna do a drive 45 minutes on the highway, come back, and then look what the consumption of the car is and the state of charge, how much difference there is. That would be very interesting. And then I want to compare the cars, because the #1 has a head-up display, has a cockpit, and the EX30 doesn't have that, but it's quieter on the highway. My advice to you from find some EV repair garage and make some useful videos about EV problems. That doesn't exist in Germany too much. There's like one, and he has his own YouTube channel where he's repairing a lot of Teslas and shows the problems. And there's one in northern Germany, also a Tesla guy who's testing Teslas. So he even has the Tesla thing. So he's made the education to be a Tesla mechanic or something. But around here, there is no just for electric cars. It's a normal Volkswagen dealer, and they do electric cars too. And they would never tell me what's wrong with a car, and I could never even film inside. And so there are no free open in the area garages, the repair garages that do just electric cars. That doesn't exist in my area, and I would say even in Bavaria. I don't think so. One, and he has a YouTube channel, like I said. Well, Brent, it's nice to see you. We did that. Yeah, it was so good. That should make for a good comparison purely on the car itself. My advice to you, how with that, PPE has something new, 800 volt. That would benefit range figures. Okay. And then next week, like I said, I will get from the same dealer a smart #3. I will just do a driving video and look at the car. I looked at the car already in September in Munich at the motor show, and now it's a driving video. Isn't that a good idea for your YouTube channel? It is a great idea if I would know someone in the area, because it's bad to do if someone is a few hundred kilometers away and you go there and you just ask what's wrong with the car, and they tell you what's wrong with EV in general. But I think it's not a general thing. I think it's this car. And the biggest problem with this, if I, for example, he tells me Tesla's are problems with the brakes because regen is not being used, and then after 2 years they cannot go through the inspection. And if I say that, maybe Carl can set you up with connection at Magna. Yeah, but they're in a different country, not here, right? I think I'm the wrong person for that, and it's not easy to do. Hi Chris, how do you compare ride comfort between ID3 and Volvo EX30? ID3, there will be a video. The ID3 is a tiny bit more comfortable, I would say, but not a lot. Quietness, it's the same, or maybe even the Volvo a bit better. When it comes to regen, the EX30 has way stronger regen, but right at the moment where you give power or have regen, the EX30 is horrible when the state of charge is above 60-70%. So from 100% to 70%, when you accelerate a bit and then, I don't know, you're going straight and you get off the accelerator pedal a bit, and then it's either regen or a bit of power, you feel it's weird. It's weird regen, and it was in the smart hashtag as well. That's not nice. It doesn't feel very nice. The steering in the EX30 is extremely light, even when you put it on strong. That's taste thing. Overall ride comfort, I would give it to the ID3, but because of that regen thing. If the regen thing would be normal, you can adjust it very well. Unless you like very strong regen, then ID3 is worse because it doesn't have very strong regen. But the EX30, when the battery is full, has no regen at all. You can't have even a tiny bit. In the ID3, when the battery is full, you have less regen, but still a bit. And then with the state of charge going down, you get more and more, and you can see it very well. In the EX30, you can't see how much regen you have because of the state of charge. You just feel it while driving. That's a bit sad. Q6 also has better performance on headlights perspective, brighter, even wider light beams. No, that is not a surprising news. The car with strong regen makes the brake system not being used that much tend to be stuck or rust. Yeah, but that's true. That's not surprising. That is correct. Where was I? Are you interested in the Rivians? Yeah, totally. I would love to drive a Rivian. It's way more interesting than, let's say, a Cybertruck to me. I can see the car looks, I don't know, it looks more European than a Cybertruck or a Ford F-150 Lightning. Maybe that's why some cars don't have full one-pedal driving. I don't know if this is the reason. I know it from Volkswagen, that's what they say. that they don't want a lot strong regen on the rear wheels because the car could be unstable if it's slippery road. But Rivians would be nice if they would come to Europe and I could drive it. I'm not gonna fly to the States. That's not it that costs more than what it does. And I do invest in stuff and don't get it back, but this is just a lot. Regen can't be too hard with rear-wheel drive. Yeah, but for example, Tesla does it. And even on the rear-wheel drive, you get a lot of regen. And in the summer, when it's good traction, it's fine. In the winter, it can be bad. Hey, Chris, my brother gets his ID3 Pro S next week. His car got upgrades during the make. What do you mean upgrades? So does he get the new version? I hope he ordered it not a few months ago. I hope he ordered it not just a few weeks ago, so he gets the new hardware. I hope so. Last week the Enyaq consumed 11.9, doesn't need one pedal drive to be economic. No, this had nothing to do. One pedal drive is comfort. It has nothing to do with, it's even the opposite. Sailing, so no regen at all is always the best when it comes to economics by a bit, not a lot, but it's just comfortable. One pedal drive is amazing. And the EX30 does have one pedal drive. You can engage it. Without it, you don't have any regen at all. But it's not very amazing. In all other Volvos, the C40, they're not called that way anymore. I think it's EC40 and EX40, right? The regen is 10 times better. And when the battery is full, the brakes are simulating the brake feel of regen, and so you always have the same brake feel, which is amazing. I love that. The bigger Volvos drive 10 times better than the EX30. You feel the difference in the making and the software. The screen is better. I find that the size of the screen in the EX30 better than in the other Volvos. You have more options, you have more things hidden than in other cars. Stuff like this. 024 is really good figure for SUV. It can be reduced below neutral for sedans at this optimum conditions. What was the question? Ah, you're talking about something else. You're talking to each other. That's fine. Go on. we listen. She's eating in her sleep. So cute. One pedal drive is not necessary for that. It's just very, very comfortable to do that. And the big Volvos have many advantages over the EX30. I wouldn't say that the interior feels cheap. It just looks a bit cheap when everything is missing and everything is in one screen. I always say that. But overall, how it's handling and everything, I feel the drive, especially at higher speeds, is way better than the #1. But it's also missing something. So I think that the EX30, when it comes to the choices that you have for that market, for a car like this, is not the best choice. And not because I love the ID3, of course, but you'll see in my comparison video with the two cars, the rear seats have no space in the EX30. Not at all. In the Smart #1, at least you can move which I love, by the way, that's awesome. You can move the rear seats forward and backwards. It's awesome. So you have less trunk or more space for the rear seats. That's awesome. Do you know why the brakes at MIB cars is swampy and not applied directly? I have no idea. It is better in the ID7 than it was in the ID3. And my ID3, the first edition, was always bad. Other ID3s were better. But I think it's a choice. They wanted it that if you touch the brakes, it's not strong right away, and that you don't have to be very sensitive with it. But it's not amazing. That's totally correct. MEB platform cars have not amazing brake feel. I would say almost every other car has a better brake feel. The strange brake pedal feeling is because of combination of e-booster plus ESP, which is half decoupling brake system solution. I don't care why sorry, not gonna put you down. I don't care why it is, but it's not nice, and no other EV has that. I've driven 50 something different EVs, and every other EV has a better feeling when it comes to oh no, you're talking about the brake feel, not the what the EX30 has with the regen. Sorry. Go back. The hashtag 3 doesn't have the sliding rear bench seat. But it has more space, right? And it should be more efficient, right? Because of even though it's bigger. So iX30 is not really a Volvo, just branded like a Volvo. EX30, not iX is something different. It's a Volvo made in China, and that's what you get. And you're gonna feel it. Gonna feel it. I'm totally impartial to the MEB brake feel. What's impartial mean in this sense? That you don't like it, or that you like it because you have an MEB platform car? Yeah, the EX30 is a cheaper version of the other, of the EC40 and EX40. I think it was this. And it is cheaper, yes, even though when you configure it, it's not extremely cheap. And now with the tariffs on Chinese car, it's gonna be a bit higher, I think. It has its ups and it has its downs, but overall, I don't know. It feels like the Smart Hashtag 1 when I drove this 1.5 years ago or so. That it's I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's finished. And I have this with a lot of Chinese cars. They do their stuff, they have good specifications usually. And they have some software things in there that are cool, but most of the Chinese cars I have driven, MG4, MG5, MG Marvel R, MG ZS EV, Neo ET5, Smart Hashtag 1, and the Volvo EX30, they are missing stuff that other cars have, where I'm like, why? I don't get it. And then they have a lot of those cars have weird things in there, so you can see the software and the hardware is not made in Europe or North America, where we would like it a certain way. It's made in China, where maybe they like it that way. It's weird stuff in there where I'm like, what is this? I don't get it. Why in the all-wheel drive EX30, when I put it in performance mode, I don't have regen, even have one pedal drive on? I don't get this decision. Is your cat and dog shedding? Yes, the cat is not here anymore, but dog is. Look at that. This shirt loves dog hair. I know. Excellent brake fluid recuperation on the Polestar 3, also like the Polestar 2. Yeah, Polestar has amazing regen and brake feel. That is correct. That feels amazing. It means I don't really care. It's not a big deal to me too, but yes. I found the ID Bus exactly the same brake feel as the old e-Golf, so I guess I'm used to it. At first I thought there might be air in the line, but it's just normal apparently. XC90 is postponed yet again. It might have something to do with the software issues. The EX30 has seemed like they have same software. Yeah, I hear that the EX30 has software issues. I drove it in March, I had no problem. And I drove this for 4 weeks and I had no problem as well. In fact, I tried to brake with cruise control. So a dog in the wardrobe. Yeah, that's true. I've had no problems with the software. One thing is really interesting and cool. I had the Volvo EX30 twin motor for 2 weeks, 14 days. In the 14 days, so many times the car was parked outside. I went into the car, drove to work, drove somewhere to film, I don't know, came back, so many cars. I have never seen a boot screen. Every time I went into the car, the screen was on, was there, was working, was right there. Even though I didn't preheat the car, I just went down, it unlocked, I went into the car, it was there. In this single motor, I've seen it 3 times already. And once, like in the ID cars where you drive a bit, get out, come back, and it starts. And that's really, so one time I drove the car from where it was parked at work in the shade, and then I drove it into the sun, closer to where I get out of work. So when I'm done working, I can go faster home. And so I drove it there, went inside, came back 3 minutes later. I got into the car, and I got a black screen with Volvo, and on top I see already the speed and everything. I can drive, but I don't have the I don't have the software. That's really cute. That I don't know what's with the single motor, that it is like that. And by the way, what I said with regen is weird in this single motor EX30 that didn't exist in the twin motor. Twin motor regen, it was not amazing, but it was more than okay, especially so at 100% or even 70%, it didn't matter. It felt fine in one pedal driving. And here it is from 100 to 70, maybe even a bit lower. It just feels weird. It's not nice at all. And only reviews I've seen. Okay, working. Didn't you quit your job for YouTube? You didn't watch the video, huh? You just looked what's happening. I said I still work 2 days a week. You didn't watch the video. You just went through and what is he saying? And then, I've heard it. I turn it off. Gotcha. Every car must have recuperation to get consumption down. It has, but it all depends if it comes along when you touch the brake or when it comes on when you just get off the accelerator pedal. That's the thing. Ooh. And every electric car has regenerative braking. That's just how the electric motors work. They would be stupid if it would never be in there. Ooh, I hear church bells. What's happening at 8 o'clock? Is church on Sunday? I guess so, huh? Yeah, that was weird. With the EX30 out there, that I see the boot screen 3 times. It's interesting, and it takes a bit. It takes like 15 seconds or so. Or we just hear what we want. I also think you quit. Just hear what we want. Exactly. I did quit, but I said also that the person who took over quit after 2 days, and now they're hiring someone new, and I'm still teaching him what to do, and that's why I'm there for 2 days a week. But my last day is next Friday. Next Friday noon I'm off, and then I will only work for 1 day a week somewhere else. This is extra money. A mini job, like I said in the video, extra money that will pay for health insurance and stuff like this. And taxes. Income tax. So, yes, that's the main thing then. I will start in August, 1 day a week on Wednesday. Right now I have 3 days a week for YouTube, but I usually do a bit more. And then I will have 4 days for YouTube. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Those will be my days. Wednesday I work somewhere, like I said, mini job. And then Friday, Saturday I have off with Cindy. Both have those 2 days off, so I still have a life. But this is just the 4 days that what I'm talking about is mostly filming and office stuff. In the evening, almost every day, I would say 5 days a week, I do the editing. Because I don't work 8 hours at a time. So tomorrow when we're filming 2 videos. I'm gonna film work for maybe 3-4 hours. Then come home, get the footage in here, and then edit something. And then edit in the evening as well. So usually I edit a lot in the evening. So when Cindy is in bed, she goes to bed at 7 because she gets up so early, and then I edit usually 1 video a night. And sometimes some videos are very fast, an hour, and some take a bit longer, where I don't get even done in 1 day. I need the second day as well. And right now I have this, I don't know if you noticed, I try to do 2 videos. So first day a video, second day of the week a video, then third day nothing, and then again 2 days, a day off, 2 days. So I get to 5 days, 5 videos a week right now. And I want to do 1 video a week on the 3rd channel, Behind the Battery, that's here. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm gonna do a video about the Mini 4, the DJI drone that I bought in October or so. If it's worth it or not. Spoiler alert, I don't think so. I had the Mini 3 before. And the reason why I bought it, the two things were, three things I bought it for, and two things of those I'd never used so far. So, registration starting with DU on a German car, is that Duisburg? I don't know. Let's check it. Yes, it is Duisburg. You're correct. Yeah, well, we have to talk about the range test today. Have you got invited to test drive the Polestar 3 at Polestar Space in Munich? No, I've asked them if they're gonna do this, and they said yes, they already are offering test drives there. So I hope that there will be an event to drive the cars like I did with the Polestar 2, the new version, but so far I haven't been invited. The person that I contacted, and I'm in contact with, was very nice. I think it will be again something with just a few hours, but that's okay, and then I will ask for a press car at some other point. It will be months later, but very late. It would be nice to get this test drive early, and also but hello, I'm a small YouTuber, I don't get the big things, and I don't get the big views. I'm a technical tester, and I think a lot of brands are like, no, we want views and numbers, and some brands like Skoda, Volvo, what did I say? Skoda, Volkswagen, Volvo, BMW is also okay. They're thinking more, his videos are for the people who are really interested in the car, and then they can make an informed decision to buy the car, because they know if someone buys a car from us and he didn't know a lot of stuff, buys it and then is not satisfied, that's worse. Because he will never buy another car from BMW. But if he knew before, this car has this and this is not for me, and then I test a different car also from BMW and the brands I just said, and he thinks that's more for me, I like that, and then he's happy with the car, that's better for them. And I think a lot of cars, a lot of brands get that, but not all. So Mercedes doesn't get it, Audi doesn't get that, Kia gets it, and Hyundai, they're very good. Polestar, they're just a tiny company, and I think that's the problem with them. That's pretty cool technology. Yes, they are still on demo drive software, that's why it's delayed. Same with the Volvo EX90. Really? Polestar 3 is still on demo software? Ooh, that's bad. Why is the software so much different to the Polestar 2? It's so much different. Chris, you got mail. I got mail? Oh my god, also save the salesperson time. That's correct. I got mail. Let's look. What is this? What is this here? No, I didn't get mail. And no spam either. Chain mail. No, I didn't get mail. And it's all updated. I'm sorry. Nope. Where was I? Yeah, we have to talk about the supercharger today, where I started my range test today. I did 2 range tests today, and it was awesome. So if you didn't know, I said it in a few videos already. Tesla installed a new supercharger version 3 with the cover of the version 4 chargers, very close by at the highway. So the closest way for me to get to the highway from here. Passau, the Ionity is around 30 something kilometers, and it's 2 Ionities, one on each side of the highway. So if I'm done afterwards with a test and I want to do another test, I have to charge to whatever, then drive to the next exit and back, which is around 5 kilometers. And then really Biden leaves the presidential election. That was a good decision. He didn't look that good, but we knew that before. But didn't I hear that many times before, that he leaves the election and then it wasn't true? At least you can charge cheap. It cost me 50 cents on Ionity, and then I have to go to 5 kilometers, go to the next charger and start there. So that's one disadvantage. Two disadvantage, I have to drive 30 kilometers, 30 minutes, and I have to drive this back too. A third disadvantage, and this is something big for me, it's extremely busy, especially now in the summer at holiday time, because this is a big gas station with a lot of trucks and I don't know, so it's extremely busy. Sometimes there are ice cars blocking the chargers, there are people everywhere, it's very hard to film and test something. Yes, then price, Ionity costs me 50 cents with the WeCharge contract. And the big thing here is I have still have coupons. So I have, how do you call it? It's not coupons. What do you call it? That's a nice word. Charging on the go. Credit. Because you nice guys have used my link, so I got 200 euro charging credit for everyone who used it, and I still have 1,000 euros or so. So I will use it. It doesn't get bad. I think it's like 5 years or so. So I'm gonna use it, and there will be cars where it's better to charge at Ionity. So if, for example, I get a car with a charging card, then it's better for me because they pay for the charging, and I cannot use the card at a supercharger, so I will use it at Ionity. It's just cheaper and easier for me in that way. Credit, thank you very much. So according to polls, only Michelle Obama. That's a good thing. I think that Obama himself could beat him if he would continue, if he would do that. But he can't, if they would change the law. And yeah, so those are a few advantages. And today I charged at the supercharger, 9 stalls. One is a disabled spot, so nobody likes to charge there, which I get. You only charge there if everything else is full, and if someone comes along and says, hey, I need the disabled spot, you would leave. And that's totally fine. And so today in the morning I came at 7 a.m. or so. There was only 2 Tesla charging there, and it was no problem. It charged fine, and you cannot see, there's a display there, but the display doesn't show you anything when you charge with it says please use the app or plug in. I failed, now it should be there. But I used the app to charge, and the app, by the way, the Tesla app for charging for other brands in Europe or Germany is not good. A lot of times I see the charger, I press on it, nothing happens. I have to restart the app, then I press it, and then at some point it pulls up the charger and I can say charge here, then I can select what charging stall, and then it works. I have this so many times. I think, I thought every American president can only do 2 times. I don't think he can go again. I think you're wrong. I really don't think so. Tesla app is slow? No, I have no problem with it. It's fine. When it comes to speed, but with this. And so I started charging. It works. The EX30 is like every Volvo. It's horribly slow when you charge to 100%. So from 90 to 100% takes half an hour or so. It was horrible, but it worked. I charged well, and everything's fine. I started my range test, came back, then it was the supercharger was full except for 2 stalls, and I got the same spot again. and then I plugged in again, and I noticed something new on the Volvo EX30. If you haven't seen my charging, nobody watched it, my charging video of the Volvo EX30, I said that in the beginning it only charged from 8 to 12% with 60 kilowatt. It happened again today, and it's even worse. I plugged in at 4%. I arrived with 4% today. And from 4 to 8% I only got 21 kilowatt, and then from 8 to 12% I got 60 kilowatt, and then at 12% I got the 154. So it doesn't want to be charged at a low state of charge. If I would have known that in the charging video, I would have said, and I have to post it and pin it on that video, you should not arrive at a charger under 12%. That's just waste of time. Bad, that's bad for a car, and I've never seen that before. Chinese charging curve. Might be that, yeah. Really not nice. So second time there was a lot of people charging there, and it was a bit busier. There is a gas station there, but it wasn't a highway gas station busy. There were a lot of, I think a lot of Teslas go there. Just 20 kilometers away is a supercharger, 6 stalls or so, but only 130 kilowatt. And then another few kilometers away, there's another one. But I think this is very popular because it's a new location with 250 kilowatt. And I think that's what they want. Oh, they charge a 500 kilowatt peak. What are you talking about? You're still talking for yourself, that's fine. If you're using Android Auto while driving the EX30, initiate voice control. Does Android Auto kick in, or will the Volvo system kick in and allow you to control the car function? Android Auto is not available in the EX30, as in other Volvos as well. It doesn't work. There is no Android Auto. It only, I don't even know if Apple CarPlay works. I looked it up, I was wrong, only 2 times total, as you said. Yes, under 20% you are charging the tofu chemistry. Q6 e-tron charge 284 kilowatt at 28%. That's the stuff. That's what we want. So I charged to 80% the second time, left. Also took a very long time. But this is the battery size, it's fine. And then I arrived back with after the second range test, and then only 3 or 4 people were charging there. That was fine. Charged again. Worked really nice. Where is my Tesla app? So we look at the sessions today. I show you what I mean. Maybe it doesn't work today. Let's see. Here's my Tesla app. Find my charger. I go find my charger. It says the charger. I click on it, and then nothing happens. I just see I see the map, I see the chargers, but nothing comes up, so I can click it. And if you click this, nothing happens. I click and click. So I have to restart the app, and then when I click it, thing comes up where it says the charging stalls and do you want to charge here. It happens all the time. Could be Android Auto problem. I have no idea. No idea. Yes, it's on the Android Automotive. Yes, you cannot use Android Auto with that, sadly. So it means you are restricted by the apps that the car lets you install. Dry fingertips. The 500 kilowatt charge. You're talking something. That's fine. So it doesn't work, sadly. What am I? 63% the camera, even though I'm charging at the same time. Yeah, I'm already charging my stuff because I need it tomorrow to film #1 against Volvo EX30. That will be fun. Haven't driven the Smart in... Have driven it in January of 21, 22? Where are we? 23? 23. Yeah. I have exactly the same bug with Tesla app. Also, are you also using Android Auto? Android phone? Maybe it's an Android phone thing, and in Apple it works fine. That happens so many times, and the app works great here and the other way around. By the way, that it's horrible in Apple and works fine in Android. That's just how it is today. The same with software. It works fine on macOS, but not on Windows, or the other way around. That's just the world that we live in, and stuff happens. I found a Tesla app buggy like that for the last few weeks. I never used to do that. It's annoying to need to force quit and restart all the time. Maybe it's a new thing. That's true. This time on summer tires with the hashtag one. That's correct. Back then it was winter tires. What Tesla has bugs? I told you that in the Model 3 that I had 2 bugs. 2 things didn't work. One was tiny. The Spotify didn't work for 10 minutes. That's totally fine. It's not a bug. It's a bug, but it's fine. But one time for 45 minutes, GPS location couldn't be found. So the car didn't know where I am. That happened. How are you doing, Chris? Enjoying life? I am, Shoeless Joe. I am. It's hot. It's 29 degrees in here. I'm frying. But other than that, I'm okay. Thank you very much. Yes, so this is what's coming up. But the supercharger thing today was awesome. It's perfect. So Volvo doesn't give me a card to charge the Volvo's press cars, but I can later send them a bill what I used for charging, and I have to print them or send them my so the Tesla things and I don't know others how I charged, and then they reimburse me for it, because in a way I wouldn't say I'm an influencer and make advertising for them, but some car makers just give you the charging cost or give you a charging card, and some car makers don't. So Volvo back in the day gave a card. Now you can do it later. Volkswagen doesn't give you a card. Audi? I can't remember. I think they gave me a card. Kia gives you a card. Or did they? Not, don't they anymore? Can't remember. Hyundai the same. BMW doesn't. They gave cards before. They don't do that anymore. I had that with the i7 and the iX2. I remember that. The i5, not the i7. What are you doing? Enjoying life. Wasn't the hashtag one the car with seats that Cindy liked? I can't remember. She was only sitting in the car for half an hour. I can't remember if she liked the seats. She thought it was cold in there and that it looks very plastic and cheap. She thinks the same about the EX30. So we'll see. Any thoughts on winter, summer, all-season tires and car range? I think winter and summer, the change, the difference is not as strong as we think. The size is a bigger difference, and the width, of course. All-season tires, it depends. I think you should not go about the range. You should go more what's better for your area. So if you are in an area where it barely snows, maybe an all-season tire is great. And if it doesn't snow at all, only summer. If it snows a lot and it's unsafe, then summer and winter is just better. But you have to pay for the extra tires and you have to pay for changing them, and if you don't do it yourself. The car didn't know where you were, so it was worried. What's the best EV you've tried out over the last 12 months? Well, that's a hard question because it's a very, very personal opinion. The car I like the most driving, and I want to make videos about that. So what was the worst car, was the best car in different areas. And when it comes to driving, the best car was the BMW i7. I like it comfy with a lot of features. That was nice. After that, it would be Hank ID7. It's just awesome. Range was ID7 had the most, but I could choose whenever I do the test without AC, without heat, on a perfect day. And that's why I got the 428 kilometers at 130, which was the peak, the biggest range I ever had. After that, I think was the Model Y or the Model 3. And the Polestar 2 was also on a great day. It also had 380 kilometers, the single motor. Usually winter tires have the highest rolling resistance, but didn't they change this? Isn't this different now? It was the case always, but it got better. Software wise, well, I'm gonna make videos about that. But when it comes to driving, which is very important to me, i7 was a lot of fun. Power, very comfortable, amazing assistance system. I liked it. If it wouldn't be that extreme long, if an i7 could just be, I mean, it's 50 centimeters longer than Hank. If it would just be smaller and not as BMW-y, It would be a great car. Uh, I want to buy my first EV and I'm between the Seeker 001 or EX30 dual motor. Which one is the best? I've never driven the Seeker. As far as I know, isn't this the exact same car, just with a different body? Does it have to be Chinese? I'm just saying, if you're from Europe, don't you want to support European made? Just saying, or just saying. For me, that's a big thing. But it's up to you. I've never driven the Seeker, so I can't tell you. You saw my videos about the EX30, what's good, what's bad, and what's weird, because it's a lot. Summer tires focus on range. I have the best rolling resistance, for example. I don't know, that's too much detail. Sorry. Was behind a smart #3 some days ago. Looked nice. Reminded me about EQC from behind. Oh. I'm having the Continental All-Season 2s put on newly ordered EX30. I think it's amazing how fast the manufacturers caught up to Tesla. It took a bit, but Tesla was occupied with the manufacturing of the Model 3 and then the Model Y. That took a lot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. We did a nice hour. I'm sweating like crazy. It's extremely hot. I have to go downstairs, so I get from 29 degrees to 26. Woohoo! And then later I go to the bedroom where it's around 19 with the AC, which is amazing. But we have that loud AC, not the good ones, you know, the double thing where the loud part is outside. We don't have that. I thought about it many times, but it's a cost a fortune. Electrician has to come to do the vacuum thing and everything and the testing. And then usually our summers, it's like 10-15 days of really hot where you need it. And I think we're fine. I have the noise cancelling earphones on when I'm in bed, and I have headphones on every night anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm okay, because 200 euros, the hot air goes in a different room and there's the window open, so because we have a self-made wall in between, and it's just awesome. So I'm okay with the other AC, which is nice if it would be quieter. With the noise cancelling, it's pretty okay. Yes. You all take care. I'm gonna go now. We didn't even do the like game. We only have 35 people here and only 19 likes. Shame on you. No, I get it. Even though I'm different, but I think it's because I'm on YouTube. Every time I watch a video and it's someone I like, even though I don't like the video, I press the like. If it's someone I don't know and I like the video, I like. But I never comment. I don't say anything positive, I don't say any negative, I just watch. Have a great week. It's like a heat pump with a split AC. Yes, that would be. I would love that. It would be quiet and cold in there. Have it on all day, but it costs a fortune, and they have to install it, and they have to remove it again when we're going somewhere, and you have to drill through the walls to outside. It's a big deal. Yeah, so that's why we're not doing it. Okay, you all take care. I see you maybe next week. You will see a few posts, by the way. Instagram, Battery Life 1, as always. Then the German channel, Battery Life DE, English, third channel, Battery Life Behind the Battery. If you want to be a Patreon or member, I have that too. Where are we? Here. Channel membership or Patreon support. They always get the videos first, infos and everything. If I get something, Photostorm knows how that is. And what else? I think that's it. You all take care. I see you soon. Maybe next week with 2 ID7s. I will have 2 ID7s and an EX30 at home. How cool is that? And now you have to think about, which car will I take to work on Thursday and Friday? I know what I'm gonna take. The best car in the world. No. The comfy, nice car with a lot of features. The ID7. And the car that doesn't cost me extra on the miles. But I still don't know, by the way. I would love to drive the ID7 again as a press car. But in the EX30, I don't have to pay for charging. In the Volkswagen, I have to. Keep up the great work, Chris. I see your channel growing all the time. You deserve it. Brilliant content. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I see it going up and down, and that's good. Overall, it's going up, but the Volvo EX30 is not that popular. Wow, Björn has 5 cars at least at home. Yeah, he gets a lot of cars at the same time. I don't know where he has the time to do all of this, but he's gigantic. They're fine if he gets a car and doesn't do anything and gives it back. For me, it's not. If I get a press car for 2 weeks and I make 1 or 2 videos, then they're thinking, should we give him another car? I don't know. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure, that and it has to be a good video, and it has to be an interesting video, that what they think, they don't tell me, but it's just happening. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye.